Welcome back, Tigers! This is the next video in our email domain verification series. In this video, we'll walk through how to set up authorized email domains, which we recommend setting up alongside DKIM. We will cover how to add the domain, configure the DNS records, verify ownership, and test that everything is working properly. Plus, we'll learn why bypassing user-level email verification may not be the best idea. Now let's go check out how to set up our authorized email domains in Salesforce. All right, here we are in Salesforce, and our first step is to go into Setup, and we'll go to Authorized Email Domains, and we will click Add here, and we will add in our domain and click Save. You will see that a verification code is generated, and then if we click in here, we can see the different options that is telling us that we can add to the DNS. Now, you'll want to make sure that you give your IT department these options because they may choose to put the text record at this level because it keeps things from getting cluttered at the domain level and puts it at a specific level where all the Salesforce records live. So now let's hop over to Namecheap and let's show you how we're going to add this text record to the DNS to verify the domain ownership. So here we are in Namecheap, and I'm going to add a new record here. This is going to be a text record. And I'm going to use this as the host. Namecheap automatically adds my domain at the end. And then the verification code is what goes into the value. I'm going to set this to 1 minute so that it's super fast. I'll click Save there. And then I'll come back to my authorized email domain. I'm going to click Verify Domain Ownership and click Save. And I will get a success message if it was able to verify this. Clearly, I haven't waited 1 minute for it to propagate, so we will wait. Now we can see that we were able to save the record and we see that ownership verified is now yes. So that means that your text record was published and this domain is all ready to go. You can see that there is a require email verification option that you can enable or disable. If you leave this checkbox checked, this means that your users are required to still verify their individual email addresses. We recommend that you leave this checked. Salesforce recommends you leave this checked. If you uncheck this, this means that your users don't have to verify their email addresses, and anybody with the ability to set up new users in your org could set up a user with an email address of anybody within your company and start sending emails on their behalf. So obviously that is a security risk that you would be taking on if you decided to disable this option. Now let's allow copy to the Sandbox. We're going to click Save there. And then we're going to log into our Sandbox. Here we are in the Blue Tiger Sandbox. We're going to go into Setup. And then we're going to go to Authorized Email Domains, and we're going to click Import from Production. And we can see that we just brought in the Blue Tiger Academy domain from production, which is amazing. Now, one last thing that you can do is you can verify that this domain is set up for deliverability. You can come to the deliverability page and you can check out your domain. And you can see that the verification methods for this domain are both DKIM and authorized email domain. So that's exactly what we want to see. We want to be able to use both methods because they both have their pros and cons. Obviously, authorized email domains, the pro is that I can copy them over to my Sandbox. I don't have to set up DKIM keys for my Sandbox environments, which is a win if you have a lot of different Sandboxes and you need to get something up and running quickly and you don't want to bug IT to add more records to the DNS for your new DKIM keys. All right, that's everything we wanted to show you about adding authorized email domains to Salesforce. That's it. That's a wrap. Be sure to subscribe to Blue Tiger Academy so you don't miss our next video where we will show you how to confirm if all of your users have verified their email addresses. We will learn why some users aren't verified, how users can verify themselves, and how to send verification emails in bulk when you have a large number of users who need to verify their email addresses. Let us know in the comments below if you have any questions or if you'd like to see a video on a different Salesforce topic. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.